we got into this mess. It's kind of embarrassing. Northern Virginia's transportation is ranked as like the second worst in the country, clearly because it has a lot to do with the federal government. Now, you can hear some individual proposals. I was glad to see the other day that Governor McDonald got some funding for one of the spot proposals on I-66, spot corrections. There's 2 or 3 of those. But what's happening, and this reminds me, frankly, of my view and approach on this, it's kind of like a military operation. If you try to stamp out a problem here, and then run over here and put some more pavement over here, and then get a bus aligned here, you're just sort of treating symptoms. We need to take a step back, and we need to look holistically at how we approach this. Now, I'm not a transportation expert. I'm not going to say, well, we need to widen the road here. I'll let my friend VDOT Chairman Sean Connaughton worry about that. But I would like to, again, take this out of the federal government. I'd like to see our federal tax money that we're sending them to them come back, because whenever the federal government gets involved in a transportation program, the cost goes up 30%. And just take that timeline out to the right, on and on and on, for all kinds of studies and proposals and more studies and lawsuits and proposals and everything else. So you can do it faster, and you can do it cheaper, and you can do it better at the state level. And that's what I would do with that component. If I had some more time, we'll talk about the metro. The metro system is broken. I think you need to do a complete revamp of their infrastructure, their management infrastructure. It's gotten very parochial. It took them 20 years to figure out that the elevators break because they get rained on. So we need a better approach to metro. We need to do some telework.
First of all, we need more revenue for transportation projects in Northern Virginia, but we do not need to increase taxes. If you send me to Washington, I'll be a partner working with Governor McDonald to open up the coastline for more offshore drilling and to use those tax transportation projects. And I know what's going on in the Gulf. But saying we're going to stop offshore drilling because of that one accident would be like saying we're not going to import oil anymore in tankers after the Exxon Valdez. It makes no sense. A few other specific things I would do. I would work with Governor McDonald to secure the funding to do the widening of I-66 in spot places. I've gotten stuck on that road many times going back to work. We should do it. Number 2, we should go forward with the HOQ proposal for I-395. I think Arlington County's lawsuit saying that that's somehow a racist road plan is disgraceful. Also, I want to have a public-private partnership to use toll revenue to build a tollway from Reston to Rockville. People coming down to the Beltway from Reston and then going over the current Potomac crossing clogs the Beltway for everyone. We need a new Potomac crossing that's north of the American Legion Bridge, and that's something I will work on. Finally, we need fundamental metro reform. And I put a proposal out there in November that has 2 specific components. Number 1, if you want to serve on the Metro Board, that should be your number 1 public service responsibility. No more moonlighting, being on the Arlington County Board or the Fairfax County Board, showing up a couple of weeks of the hours of the week at Metro. Number 2, we've seen the decline in quality of those service. When you have a house and your roof is falling down, you want to spend the money fixing the roof or spend the money building an addition to your home? It's time to channel resources into the existing system, put expansion on hold, and